The military conflict between Iran, US, and Israel is not going to end anytime soon. In fact, I expect it's going to drag because the US, Israel are not going to back down, while on the other side, Iran is not going to back down. Then what is the impact on the oil price and the gold price in the coming sessions? Hi, I'm Leslie Khoo. The attack or the conflicts between Iran, US, and Israel has been going on for a month, and it does not seem to have any sign of ending. Yes, the US has announced that they have won, they have killed all the official, bomb the major infrastructure, so on and so forth. But Iran is still strong, still standing firm, and still launches attacks on Israel, on the military bases of the US in the region. That makes sense. The US can say whatever it wants. They can give Iran the 15 points, so on and so forth. As we know, Iran has rejected. And on top of that, Iran has given the US their terms and conditions in terms of ending the war. It makes sense. Why would Iran say to the US that, okay, well, fine, you want to talk, let's talk and sit down. Let's iron things out, whatever you want, we'll give you. No, that's not going to happen. Partly because, or mainly because, Iran is able to defend itself. On top of that, is able to launch attack against Israel and the US in terms of the military bases in the region. So, at the very least, we can say that Iran is not winning, but it is also not in the losing end. So, why would it want to sit down and talk to the US and also accept whatever terms that the US is giving them? So, in the coming days or weeks, we should see fights, bombs, attacks going to happen in the region between Iran and Israel. And unfortunately, against the Gulf countries. Then, the thing is that, what is the impact on oil price and the gold price? Let's talk about the oil price first. We know that Iran is able to block the Strait of Hormuz. And because of this, Iran is able to, Iran has an ammunition to talk to the US. Because of this, the blockage has driven oil prices higher, above $100. And because of this, Iran is not going to back down. I choke the region, or I choke this opening, I send the oil prices up, and I'm going to choke the US government. If you continue to strike and not backing down, you are going to see the oil prices going up. Therefore, your inflation's risk, and that will mean you're going to have a hard time. At the very least, the Republicans are going to have a hard time during the campaign for their November midterm elections. I foresee that as long as the US and Israel have no intention of stopping attacking Iran, Iran is going to block the strait. Yes, the oil prices are going to go up. And yes, the inflation is going to go up. And yes, the economy will be affected. But if you see from the Iran perspective, no choice. It's their survival. Right? I would think that where a country is facing that kind of threat, is you leave all behind. That kind of threat. Any government would do that, like Iran, right? There's nothing right or wrong. It's a survival. So, in the coming sessions, oil prices will continue to be on the firm side. I don't see the Brent will come down below $100 per barrel. I mean, I'm talking about the trend. In terms of daily volatility, yes, it can come down to maybe to 98, 97, so on and so forth. But the $100 and above is the benchmark now. So long as the fight between these three countries continues, the oil prices will continue to stay high. That is inevitable. So I'll say that in the coming sessions, the oil price, the Brent oil price, will continue to stay above $100 per barrel. And if the US and Israel, intensify the attacks compared to the past few weeks, they launched more aggressive attack on Iran, the oil price will go up even higher and faster. So $120 per barrel or $130 per barrel in the next trading sessions is not an unthinkable event. It could happen. And the probability of that happening is very high. I would put it as 50 to 75%. So, I hope these conflicts between these three countries will end fast so that the rest of the world can move on and not suffer. Now, on the gold price. We have done with the oil price. Now let's talk about the gold price. In general, the gold price should go up during war times. But for this particular war, it's a bit different. It actually came off. It has been on the soft side. So I guess when the oil price go up, because it's still priced in US dollars, until it's priced in another currency like renminbi, this countries at this juncture will need more US dollars to buy crude oil. So that's why you can see that the US dollar index has been going up in the strong side, on the firm side in terms of trend. I'm not talking about the daily volatility. I mean, sort of the trend is on the upside. So some country will sell, they will sell gold to get US dollars, and the demand for gold, despite there is a safe haven, under the current war, under the current conditions, no one is looking at gold to war times. I want to buy gold. It's a safe asset, a safe haven asset. But not this case, because they need US dollars to buy the higher or rising crude oil. But the thing is that as you see, there are some supports coming in, because before the war, in my previous video, I have said that central banks, especially China Central Bank, has been buying gold. I said that it is at in those videos I mentioned that it is to build the foundations of the trade settlements using renminbi. And on this topic, that will be another video. But for this one, because of let's say, put yourself in like the China Central Bank. When is the best time to accumulate gold? When the gold prices are weak, like right now, when they're on the soft side. So that's why when the gold price, I've been monitoring, and I noticed that when the gold price touch this region, you can see that there will be a strong support at these levels. And because when it hits that, I believe China Central Bank, as well as other major ones with deep pockets, start buying gold or whatever purpose that they have. So I don't think that if you see this central banks as investors, from an investor perspective, when is the good time to buy? Of course, when the price of gold or any assets are coming down. That is investment 101. You don't buy anything, any financial assets when the prices are going up. So the supports will start to surface when it reaches this level. And at this moment, there is a resistance that when the gold price hit this level, people will start to take profit. Because they know that at this moment, the majority of the gold holders, the gold investors, will start to take profit, because at this moment, when the gold price hit this level, I expect the selling pressure will set in, and it will bring it back down from the ceiling. So this is the scenario for the next few sessions, and this is on the ground that there is no aggressive attacks, like more aggressive than before. For example, like the US used a Tomahawk and hit Iran and use bomb Iran's energy infrastructure. something like that. And yes, the US has said that a lot of it has postponed the attack to early April, but thing changes. So, I mean, it did when Iran was negotiating with the US. Israel launched the first attack. In general, this war will go on, and especially when Iran is at least not on the losing side. And if you use history as a reference, you know that the US is not going to back down so easily. That is not their style. That's not the style of the US. To show that the soft is losing. So this is what I see for the next few sessions. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.